Iran doesn't recognize the US Supreme Court's decision that almost $2 billion in frozen Iranian assets are to be turned over to American families of people killed in the 1983 bombing of a US Marine Corps barracks in Beirut and other attacks which are blamed on Iran. South Front remembers that the plaintiffs accused Iran of providing support to Hezbollah, the Shiite political and military group allegedly responsible for the 1983 attack on the Marine compound in Beirut that killed 241 US service members. They also sought compensation related to other attacks, including the 1996 Khobar Towers truck bombing in Saudi Arabia that killed 19 US service members. The Iranian money will go to the estates of service members who died in the attack, their families, and to those who survived the attacks. Payouts will range from hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars. The US knows this well, too, that whatever action it takes with respect to Iran's assets will make it accountable in the future, and it should return these assets to Iran. Foreign Minister of Iran Mohammad Javad Zarif commented on the situation. Earlier in New York, US District Judge George Daniels issued a default judgment for $7.5 billion to the estates and families of people who died at the World Trade Center and the Pentagon, against Iran. The decision was made amid allegations that Hezbollah, which the US designates as a terrorist organization, supported by Iran, provided advice and training to al-Qaeda members. Meanwhile, the US government avoids releasing a 28-page classified chapter from the 9/11 report that may point the finger at Saudi collusion in the attacks that struck New York and Washington. Considering that Shia Iran has hardly ever assisted the Sunni extremists of al-Qaeda, the US actions look like political moves amid the ongoing implementation of the nuclear deal with the Islamic Republic. The harm of such decisions is clear for both the nuclear deal and for confidence in US law. If these initiatives are implemented, an outflow of investors from the US financial system might easily be forecasted. Furthermore, the US actions push the de-dollarization of the national economies by itself. The implementation of the nuclear deal is also threatened. Iranian elites can't ignore the US actions when building their foreign and internal strategies. It isn't hard to forecast how these strategies might be changed. Thus, the US is undermining the gains of the P5+1 group and setting the ground for a further cooling down of relations with Iran.